ka sa kulungan, mahirap ka maghanap ng trabaho. So, ang ginawa naman ng superintendent natin, dahil nakausap ko rin siya, lahat ng mga inmates na nasa loob, kailangan mag-aral din sila. No? Binigyan sila ng workshop. Kung ano man ang fit sa kanilang trabaho na pwede nilang pag-aralan sa loob, bigyan sila ng diploma, and then siyempre matawag din natin na gagawin din nila sa labas pagkatapos nila ng pagserbisyo sa loob. Kaya natuwang-tuwa ako that time dahil hindi na pwede makalaya ang isang inmates pag walang natapos at walang alam na trabaho. So pasalamat ako sa programa din ni Superintendent Tesoro.
Kasi din yan hand in hand yan. Na after ng meron kang lalabasan, may paghahanap buhayan ka. Kaya most of often, pumapasok na nun kasi walang hanap buhay na nakikita. Na sabihin mo magamit. O kung meron man, nagsobra naman yung gusto ng quick money, kaya nakapasok doon. And the function naman yung sabihin mo, yung rehabilitation therapy, is strengthening character at saka empowerment na maging responsable sila. They should be responsible for their lives, not blame anybody for what has happened in their lives. Kasi choices yun Kaya, yun ang inculcation namin. And for them to know na don't blame anybody for what has happened in your life. Those were the choices that you made. What is important is, kung saan ka nadapa, doon ka bumangon. And it was very, sabi mong satisfying na, katulad nga yung graduation nila, na nagsabi yung isang inmate, I was happy because nandito ako sa prisuhan. It was, it was very fulfilling na yung kanyang pagpasok doon is happy siya dahil nga doon niya nalaman yung those lessons in how to adapt again in a civilized society.
Kasi parang nagwawala na siya that time. Kasi yun sabi niya, pelikula ng buhay. Parang may mga, kung baga may binigyan ng buhay. Yung talagang nasa pelikula, parang buhay mo rin yun na makikita mo sa loob ng bilangguan.
Kasi yung one of the things na tinuturo namin is yung the ability to detach. Tapos tingnan mo yung mga buhay mo, what happened sa buhay mo in the past, so that you will be able to learn something from that. Kasi pag hindi mo na-learn yung lesson mo in that part of your life, babalik at babalik. Kaya yun sinabi niya, he was just an actor in a play. Na so that after the film, pwede na siyang tumingin sa labas, replay the film of his life and see kung saan ang mga diferensyang nagawa niya. So he can be able to correct the mistakes. Kasi it's one way of telling them na wag na sige wallowing in self-pity and self-rejection, but make that instance of your life as a manner of, sabihin mo, awakening.
Pero sa simula, attorney, hindi ba kayo nahirapan?
Medyo. Kasi natural yun na walang gusto na magtanggap na nagkamali sa buhay. Initial talaga, masyadong heavy yung resentment, yung nila na you're pointing out the defects ba. But on the later part, nakita naman nila na I was not, sabihin judgmental, but I was just giving, sabi mo, methods lang how to transform. But bago ka siyempre mag-transform, titingnan mo kung anong nangyari sa buhay mo. Looking at all the negativities, point blank. Kasi pag hindi mo siya nakita at hindi mo hinarap, hindi mo tinanggap, wala din mangyayari. So it was quite hurting, and for several sessions, makita mo talaga na resentment yung processing nila ba. But after the third one, naglo-loosen up na sila. Tapos start accepting things. And finally, yung meron kami session on letting go, burning of the things of the past. And it's, sabihin mong, very satisfying in a way. Kasi mababasa mo rin sa kanilang feedback because we give feedback forms. Tapos, inaano ko sila, huwag niyo lalagyan ng pangalan niyo so you won't be identified. You just write what is in your heart. So from then, nagkakaroon na ako ng idea kung if the sessions were good, nakakatulong, and wala pa akong naano ang session ko na walang magandang sagot.
Wow. Kasi nakita ko nung pumunta ako doon, sumali, di ba, imbitado din ako nung nag-graduation sila. Nakikita ko ang tuwa sa kanilang mga mata. At nagulat ako dahil marami ding Muslim na nasa loob na talagang using drugs or drugs trafficking.
Drug-related problems.
Oo. At talagang may nakikita ko, tumanggap talaga sila. Kasi sabi nila, minsan ang Muslim mahirap, no? Mahirap kumbinsihin. Pero sa nakita ko doon, talagang nakaya mo.
Hindi siya nakaya. Actually, yung module na ginamit namin na yon, it was, yung sabing jihadun nafs, which means the battle within. Na sabi na nga nila sa Islam, the biggest battle you can have is the battle with the self. And it was designed ni Haji Akbar, who is the chief of the cultural division, but at the same time, the director also ng Kinasangan Foundation on Muslim Concerns, pagkatapos si Bing Manaog, who is a psychologist. So mga 2 years back, nagsimula na kaming sumulat noon with references sa Holy Quran, everything, yung pati psychological at saka spiritual study na integrate namin sa isang module. And it was for me an opportunity to use it. Na tiningnan ko kung it's going to be effective dahil it's a universal approach. And doon ko nakita it's acceptable dahil nga 50% of the group were Muslims and 50% was Christian.
Yeah.
So, more or less, makikita ko ron ang acceptability na it transcends religion. It transcends religion. When it already, sabihin mong, using who you are, the defects, and the universal concept of good, no? And action and reaction, wala na, hindi na pinag-uusapan ang religion.
Oo nga.
Ang pinag-uusapan tao.
Oo, ang sarili kung
na.
Paano mabago. Yun ang nakikita ko doon.
Kasi ang focus is, look, ang communities natin is very condemning, no? Families, ang karamihan sa kanila iniwan na, no? So, what happens is, the focus is whatever society says of you, what is important is ako, how I feel about myself. Yun ang parang inculcation na we're trying to develop, bringing out the self-esteem and bringing back their self-respect. So no matter what other people say, what is important is they start loving themselves again.
Oo. Maganda yun, mahalin mo sarili mo.
Sino bang magmamahal sa iyo?
Oo, kasi wala naman ibang magmamahal. Oo. Kundi ang unang-una, mahalin mo talaga ang sarili mo. Kasi wala namang ibang magmamahal sa iyo kung ikaw mismo hindi ka nagmahal sa sarili mo, di ba? Punta na po tayo doon kasi in-invite mo ako doon sa Siem Reap, di ba? Sa inyong resorts. At nakita ko rin na I'm shocked dahil ang daming mga bata pa na talagang nag-attend that time sa seminar na ginawa ninyo. So, ano naman ang, bakit nakapag-isip kayo na conduct ng seminar that time?
Ang program kasi ng Siem Reap, ang main program ng Siem Reap is yung reproductive health, mga maternal child care.
Okay.
So, bumaba na on the level ng yung sabi mong young mothers o mothers to be, yung lessons ng ganon. So, yung ginagawa ng Siem Reap from time to time is gather young mothers or prospective parents or the young generation children na yung sabihin mong pwede nang magkaanak or whatever. At saka binibigyan sila ng more or less lessons on yung reproductive health, yung effects of abortion. Kasi whether you like it or not, promiscuity is already something rampant or acceptable in our society.
Yes.
No? So wala ka ng choice but to prepare them ng hindi magkaroon ng HIV, ng AIDS, ng mga ganon. Kasi hindi mo na mapigilan eh.
O kasi talamak na dito
initially,
sa atin.
Yun ang nagiging na wag sila to prevent HIV AIDS sa kanila. And in the process, ini-integrate ng values education and as you were there, ng yung drugs, ng effects ng drugs. So more or less, binibigyan ng opportunity yung bata ng choices. We are not imposing on them, but kailangan kasi igalang mo rin ang karapatan nila to make their choices. Just help them build yung nakikita the pros and cons of it so that they can make the proper choice in their lives.
Kasi nakikita ko ang daming mga bata, talagang bata pa. Pero ang pagkakalam ko talagang nagagamit na yun ng drugs. Kasi makikita mo sa mukha eh.
Most probably, kasi sino man ang hindi ngayon, I mean, especially kung ano masyadong permissive na yung society. And not only that, kasi nga masyadong busy ang parents, no? Looking for money sa kahirapan nga ng panahon. Very little time for the children. Kaya siguro nagiging ganon.